Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that affects us all, the national debt. Everyone talks about it, but what does it actually mean? Why is it important, and just how much debt is too much for a nation to handle? First, let's define national debt. It's essentially the total amount of money that a country's government has borrowed. This amount accumulates when the government spends more than it receives in revenue, often through taxes. To cover this shortfall, governments issue bonds, which are then purchased by investors, both domestic and international. Now you might ask, why don't we just pay it all off? In reality, most countries continuously carry a certain level of debt, using future tax revenues to pay back existing debt, a practice that isn't necessarily harmful. In fact, national debt can play a crucial role in stimulating economic growth, especially during downturns. However, like any financial tool, it must be managed wisely. A critical concern is the debt-to-GDP ratio. This ratio compares a country's national debt to its gross domestic product, essentially measuring a nation's ability to pay back its debt. When looking at this ratio, a higher percentage might indicate that a country could struggle to pay off its debt without incurring further debt. But how much is too much? There's no one-size-fits-all answer. For developed countries, a higher ratio might be sustainable due to stable economies and strong institutional frameworks. Conversely, for developing countries, a lower ratio might already be risky due to less robust economic systems. Historically, a 60% debt-to-GDP ratio has been deemed a safe threshold, but this can vary based on numerous factors. It's essential to consider how debt is used. If borrowed funds are invested in growth-generating initiatives like infrastructure, education, and technology, the resultant economic growth can help mitigate debt concerns over time. However, if debt is used to finance unsustainable policies, a nation can quickly spiral into harmful levels of debt, leading to economic instability, inflation, or even default. Finally, it's crucial for citizens to stay informed and engage in discussions about their nation's fiscal policies. Understanding the nuances of national debt can empower people to make educated decisions and advocate for balanced approaches. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more insightful content.